All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Doge is down a little, dropped back below 20 cents here. We'll be watching it right here on the screen for Dogecoin. But I get a lot of questions about what's going on with Dogecoin. Some people say, oh, Dogecoin has no utility. It's just a stupid meme. And I just thought, we'll take a minute today while, the price isn't like mooning at the moment. It'll come, but not at the moment. We'll talk about what's building for the future of Doge. There's been a lot of activity the past couple days. There's been a lot of activity. And so I thought I would get everybody up to speed on what I'm seeing that's going on and how that plays into overall Dogecoin. And on top of that, well, there is a price prediction out there that's pretty close to mine. And we'll take a look at that as well. So, welcome everybody. And of course, the big question, the poll for the chat is, what do I do with Annie? Do I stop ghosting her or not? You let me know, vote in the poll, and we'll figure that out later in the stream, what we're going to do, because she's just so annoying. But yet, I kind of want to see what she thinks about some things. So, so I'm there. Welcome, everybody. We'll have some fun with it. It's just one of those things. We try and have a little fun. I know it's your money. You got your money invested in this thing, and you want to know what's going to happen and all of that. But you got to live too. You got to touch some grass. And Annie isn't annoying. She's hurt. Yeah. Well, I don't know that because I have not turned on that app yet. Again, I haven't even gone in because I'm like, So, Bitcoin dominance, Leslie, we'll take a look at that as well. Yeah. Christoph is walking with the dog without the earbuds, so everybody's listening to me in New Jersey. Hello, New Jersey. Hello. How's everybody in New Jersey? Hello. Was that good, Christoph? Did that work? Oh, my God. Oh, I know, Doug, right? That's what I was thinking, but we'll let you guys decide what I do. Look, Doge OS posted this today, the state of Doge. Time for our monthly community update, Doge fam. From $6.9 million in funding to major partnerships to 100 plus projects built. What? 100 plus projects building. We're bringing real utility to every Doge holder. That's right. Major integrations, technical progress, much building, ecosystem highlights. You guys have to just, you got to go in and you got to read this from Doge OS on the X platform. There is this US Doge native stablecoin here. Interesting. DeFi lending protocol. Interesting. A perp dex with 69x leverage. What leverage? I don't know. Don't do that. Plays out, which is a gaming thing that's on there. Bark Swap, Advanced Dex, Doge Museum, and NFT Launchpad. We've got core feature, smart contract support, Doge yield opportunity. Yield. I just want to mine it, I just want to mine it. But I get it. People want to do that stuff. So that's coming. Meta Alpha brings institutional liquidity So Doge OS is the first comprehensive app layer for Dogecoin, EVM compatible, community aligned, institutional grade, first mover advantages. We're not building, we're pioneering. All the numbers, just the beginning. I don't know when it's coming out yet, though. With funding locked, partnerships growing, 100 plus projects ready to launch, we're preparing for the biggest moment in Dogecoin history. The test net drops soon, then the mainnet. Soon. Do you have soon? Soon. So that's one thing, right? That is one thing that's coming for Dogecoin. Real utility, 100 plus projects, all on the Dogecoin blockchain. So we start with that. And of course, we do have the MyDoge wallet, and the same people that made the Doge or the MyDoge wallet are also Doge OS. They are the ones who are building this. MyDoge wallet will have a major upgrade to integrate Doge OS when that happens. That is still coming. But the wallet's great just on its own, just for sending and receiving Dogecoin. It's what I use and what I use here on this channel. And in fact, today, we're going to have another Dogecoin giveaway, of which I will be transferring Dogecoin from my MyDoge wallet to 3 of you lucky people. And that is coming as we are now on our 5th day of August. So our 5th Dogecoin giveaway is coming in just a little bit. That will be coming. But now we got this BitOrigin company, which is saying, okay, we've, we transitioned from what we used to do into Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining has gone okay, but there's so much competition. Bitcoin hash rate is at an all-time high, steep competition, tough to win those Bitcoin rewards. And plus, those Bitcoin rewards only come out once every 10 minutes. Dogecoin rewards come out every 1 minute, every minute. So why not mine Dogecoin instead? You get a better chance of getting Doge mining. We're going to have a whole thing about mining Dogecoin later in the month. But here, not only is BitOrigin doing that, but they're also building the backbone for decentralized payments, compute, and mining. We are not just stacking Doge, although they did buy 40 million Dogecoin to begin their own treasury. Yes, 40 million Dogecoin they bought. So BitOrigin, we're building the next chapter of digital infrastructure that blends crypto culture with real world utility. This is BTOG on the stock exchange, which today, last I saw, was still around 35. Oh, it dropped down to 32 cents. What is the buying opportunity for BTOG? What do you think, Dogecoin currency? What is BTOG? 32 cents a share for BTOG now. That's a pretty big dip. Well, we'll have to see about that. BTOG. I've been watching it. I've got a bunch of Megal right now on the stock side, so I don't have anything in BTOG yet. That's interesting. We'll be watching that on BTOG. And they have a website, BitOrigin website, shaping the future of blockchain ecosystem in a sustainable way. And they just need to update their website and integrate all of the Dogecoin stuff. Because that's what I want to see on their website, is all the Dogecoin stuff. And it's not there yet. But we're not done yet. No. We still have our friends over at the House of Doge who are reposting RLO Racing, who have this memeable Dogecoin IndyCar So you're going to have a boring weekend, or you're going to watch the Doge wagon at the Portland International Raceway. Yes, the Dogecoin wrapped IndyCar is going to be racing this weekend at the Portland International Raceway. So the Dogecoin wrapped car is coming back for a race. Now, what does that do for Dogecoin? It's kind of like free advertising, right? It's free advertising. We just want to know, what is the House of Doge people actually doing, though, right? Because they did all the indie stuff back in May. Awesome, love it. But what's really going on? Well, Tim Stebbing, he's with the Dogecoin Foundation, but he's also partnered with the House of Doge now. And he said that today, the House of Doge engineering team had a stand-up meeting, but we've grown too big for them. We're replacing stand-ups with their own GM channel. There are 15 engineers. 15 engineers. An extremely senior team working full-time to deliver major solutions for Dogecoin. Expect to see some really cool apps and merchant tools in the months ahead. It's coming. It's coming. And I hate to keep saying that, but these guys are like taking their time, but it's coming. And of course, House of Doge also likes to hang out on X. And they responded to the Scottie Pippen post earlier of which one of these will happen. Bitcoin to 233,000, ETH to 10,000, Solana to 1,000, XRP to $10. And it's just like, well, how about Dogecoin to $1? Scottie forgot that part. Dogecoin to $1. The House of Doge website has not been updated. It's still the same as when they launched like 6 months ago. Still the same thing, but you can check it out at houseofdoge.com and you can look at it yourself. Cool website. Somebody put some effort into this, but for 6 months, it's just been stagnant. Nothing on the website new on the House of Doge. But if you still want to find out more about Dogecoin and what is going on with Doge, you can always go to dogecoin.com. They have a website. Dogecoin.com. Have you been there? Have you checked it out? Have you looked at Dogecoin.com? Dogecoin website. It's pretty cool. They also have a roadmap. They got a roadmap. And the roadmap is kind of links to a bunch of stuff. Most of it on the development side is with the GitHub repository. Dogecoin is open source. You can see everything about Dogecoin. Now, most of you have never coded, right? So you're not going to understand what you're looking at if you go to GitHub. I've gone there just to sort of check out what it looks like, but I don't understand it. I'm not a coder. So, but it is open source and you can go and you can check things out yourself on GitHub. Now there's also on Dogecoin.com, there's the foundation. The Dogecoin Foundation is there, and they have a trail map, and the trail map are the things the Dogecoin Foundation would like to see developed for Dogecoin, and many of things have already been worked on, like Leap Doge, the Giga Wallet. Radio Doge is still in progress. They still talk about this proof of stake thing that's on here, but I haven't heard any talk about it lately. And then, of course, there's the partnership of the point of sale, the layer 2 app, although it's not really a layer 2, but we're still trying to figure out what SuchPay is and how that's going to work. So we got the BitOrigin thing, we got the House of Doge thing, we got the Dogecoin devs themselves. They're all building stuff for Dogecoin. I know all of you, or I'd say most of you, you just want the price to go up. I get that. But these are the things that are being built for the longevity of Dogecoin and its use, which will be price goes up over time because Dogecoin will begin to be used more and more and more, not just as a meme coin, but something that actually has utility. That is what is coming. So what about this price? Because that's what you want to know, right? Oh, Kriss, when's the price going to go up? I've been telling you when the price is going to go up. I've been telling you for months and months and months when the price is going up. And these guys at Bitcoin Census today posted a Dogecoin chart, which matches my expectations, which is we got to get through the summer of chop. These first little yellow things here, we got to get through them. Dogecoin trades in these mini cycles in an overall bull cycle. Doge has been moving in a series of waves. Each wave has been more and more impulsive, yielding larger gains. What's interesting is that the white trend line linking the tops, higher highs, right? And now potentially being the next major top zone. If Dogecoin trades up to link this upward trend line, we will see Doge over its previous all-time high. And when does that happen? In the fall 2025, like Kriss has been saying. This is what's coming. It's all coming together. Yeah, I see him, Doug. It's all coming. And do you know what else is happening this fall? Yes. The Dogecoin ETF approval, still targeting that 240 days from the acknowledgement of the 19B4, gives a final SEC deadline of October 17th. And what is so interesting about October 17th? It's 3 days before October 20th. What happens on October 20th? Party! It's a party! Don't book your plane tickets yet, but the party comes right after the ETF and all this other stuff that I've been talking about. Guys, it is coming for Dogecoin. But Kriss, why is the price down? Because it's the summer of chop and we've got like all of this. The market makers want to take out the shorts, take out the longs. They take out the longs. Now we're going to go take out the shorts again. Price is going to go up again now. Take out some more shorts. Up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So much so that I didn't show Trader Allen's chart because I've been getting a lot of pushback from you guys. Oh, what's this Trader Allen? He doesn't know anything. His charts are stupid. And this morning he posted a reverse head and shoulders chart. And so I decided, well, I'll just take my chart and I'll actually draw the reverse head and shoulders. And he posted it here this morning, early this morning, when Doge was going up. And then his chart actually included something that looked like this. Right? Because that's what you would normally expect on a reverse head and shoulders. But then Dogecoin went, Alan, no, we're not going to follow your thing. We're going to go back down. And so, thunk. But you know what? It wasn't just Dogecoin. Let's look at XRP. Same thing. Reverse, head and shoulders. Same thing. And what happened? Thunk. So all you guys complaining about Dogecoin, and I'm like, it's the whole freaking market that's doing this. It's not just Dogecoin. We're in the summer of chop. We're here. It's just the whole market's doing this. So the market goes up, the market goes down, market goes up, market goes down. When the market goes down, Dogecoin drops harder than Bitcoin. When the market goes up, Dogecoin does better than Bitcoin. Rinse and repeat over and over and over again. That's where we are. So that's what we got going on. That's the latest. Bitcoin back under 114. We'll see during the stream today whether Bitcoin gets back over 114, whether ETH comes back over 3,600, and XRP gets back to $3. We'll be watching all of that, as well as Doge, of course, coming back over 20 cents, because we want the price to go up, right? Except there's some of you who are still bears. Who Kriss doesn't know what he's talking about. He makes this stupid video this morning and the price goes down. I'm waiting for 14 cents. Making fun of somebody saying 17 cents. And I'm just like, dude, it's all about coin count. If you 100% believe the price is going down to 17 cents and you're going to wait until it goes down there before you buy any Dogecoin, you might be waiting a long time, like years, is what I'm saying. So maybe you buy a little now on this dip and then you wait for another dip. That's all I'm saying. Maybe you just do that. I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm really not. I'm just responding to what I see in the comments and the chats about people who think either Dogecoin is dead or I'm waiting to buy when it hits 14 cents. And I'm just like, you had a chance to buy at 14 cents. Back in June, you could have bought 14-cent Doge, but you didn't. So now here you are, and Doge is dipping to 19 cents, and you're like, I'm not buying that. I'm waiting for 14. What I'm saying is, it might not go there. It might not go there. That's all I'm saying. And would you either have Doge in your wallet or not have Doge? I'd rather have Doge in my wallet. And as far as me spending some of my money to buy some other tokens, look, I've already had millions of Dogecoin, okay? I've had millions of Dogecoin. I am building back up my supply of Dogecoin, but I'm also a trader. I believe in, having a diversified portfolio of a number of different things and having a little fun. So we've been talking a lot on the channel about Pengu. So I thought I would buy some Pengu because I'm invested in it now because I bought some. Same with the pump token. I bought the pump token. Just having a little fun. It's a small part of my portfolio, not a big deal. I'm not abandoning Dogecoin. So just wanted to put that out there. So, of course, Stickman, I am specifically making fun of you because you're so thin. Nino says, hey, I'm going to be a millionaire. That's a good goal. That is a good goal to have. People getting their feelings hurt when it comes to money. If it does go down to 17 cents, we will be happy anyway. Most of our averages are low. So you buy more. I just don't think it's going. Don't know. Everyone is invited to the party except the bears. That's right. If you're a bear, you're not invited. Let's party. Let's go. Exactly, Christian. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Some people say 10 weeks to the Bitcoin top, comparing to bull runs after having. Yeah, that's the 48-week rule, right? It doesn't go a whole 52 4 years. It only goes 48 because they're going from December of 2017 to November of 2021, which would be October 2025. That's where that comes from. We may not be done in October. We may not be done. So this is a weird move by Doge. It was just the market. I mean, Bitcoin didn't help. Bitcoin dumped. It was like a double dump this morning in Bitcoin. And when that happens, I mean, Bitcoin's just kind of trucking along and then all of a sudden dump and then dump further. Altcoins can't help but dump also when Bitcoin does that. Two big dump moves happening. Why did Bitcoin dump? Somebody said something. I don't know. Somebody said something. That's it. Did I find out anything about Doge? Cliffhanger. Watch the first 10 minutes. I just went through all that. I cannot repeat myself again. Oh, Doge X. Sorry, Dog X. I don't know. I've got two of them as well in my MyDoge wallet. I've got two Dog X's of tokens that were airdropped to me for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. I have no idea. But yeah, somebody messaged me on X and reminded me that we had talked about this yesterday, and I was just like, Dog X. I don't know what that is, but I've got two tokens. They're like NFT tokens or something. I have no idea. But they're in my MyDoge wallet. But he had two of them as well because he showed me a picture of his wallet. So BlackRock dumped Bitcoin. I think they were dumping Bitcoin because there were some ETF outflows the day before, because BlackRock only holds the Bitcoin on behalf of their ETFs. Something like that. Something like that. The Trump phone call, I listened to that. And I mean, that was just Trump being Trump. I've said before on the whole tariff thing, he should have just set the tariffs and be done with it. But he keeps changing the rules for each individual country. Number up, number down, it's just like the markets don't like the uncertainty of that. But overall, the call was fine. I mean, it was typical Trump rambling on and on, mostly about stuff that he's already talked about. Always talk about the labor numbers, the job numbers, like all that. It's just puts more into question. Is there really going to be a rate cut into September or not? Now people are starting to wonder, ooh, what if they don't? We just had it like this somewhat worse jobs report on the revision, which got the Fed thinking, well, maybe we should cut rates. And now it's like, can't even believe those numbers. So I don't know. Sorry for you guys who want 14 cents. You had multiple chances. I know, Ramon. I don't know how many times I can say that, all the times, but they show up now with available cash and they're like, yeah, I'm not buying 19-cent Dogecoin. I'm going to wait till it drops. Okay, that's your choice. Oh, we got the pinger on. We do have the pinger on. Oh, yep. Now we're taking out shorts. Let's go. Price going up. Price going up. Take out the shorts. Smash the like, everybody. Don't even have 69 likes, and you guys want a Dogecoin giveaway? Come on. Minimum 100 likes. Minimum 100. We're all going to make it. Yes, Ramon. We are all going to make it, except for the Bears. Well, the Bears are going to make it, but they're just going to be poorer. They're going to be poorer. Hey, Kronos, I had a good day. How about you? Khan says if Doge goes to 14 cents, it will break down and go even lower. The lowest you see is 16.5. Yeah, well, I don't even see 17. Now, we did touch 18.9. Khan, yes, we did recognize your 18-cent prognostication. We did recognize that. It was 18.95. Come on. Didn't really go to 18 cents. It was 18.95. We were kind of having fun with that the other day. You weren't on at the time. But we did talk about you, and we did talk about your 18 cents. We got there. Da, da, da. When Doge goes to its all-time high, I predict people will ask you when is a good time to buy. The story of my life, right? Or when you see the big red candles and Doge is like doing a big nosedive and people ask, should I sell? It's just like, yep, story of my life. Yep, still not going to buy it. The most popular question will be that at all-time high. But the other one is, should I sell when the price is dropping? Very important, Sean says. Do not just need the price to go up. We need this work, effort, long-term benefits, growth, real utility. Exactly, Sean. That's for the longevity of Dogecoin. So for those who weren't here yet, the first 15 minutes of this live stream, I went over what's the latest on all of the utility going on for Dogecoin right now. So when the stream is over, go back and watch like the first 15 minutes and share it with your friends. Dogecoin is not just a meme coin. There's a bunch of stuff being built for it. I know it's not all out yet. They got a lot of people working on stuff. It's coming. It's coming. Hey, Bundles. How are you? Charlotte says, yeah, bought most of my Doge at 8 cents. Whenever there's a dip, I buy more. No complaints. And we are still early. Yep. Yeah, I don't think Bitcoin has topped out yet, Con. But that's debatable. Trump is bipolar. Well, I mean, bipolar, he just changes his mind. That's all. There's no grand plan here. The plan was do something about the tariffs, but there was no detailed plan. It's all just been just by the seat of his pants. We'll make up a number. We'll change the number. We'll go up. We'll go down. Oh. 19 cents is a great buy considering Doge is going to 75 cents this fall. Yeah. That's what this chart shows. I like this chart very much. In fact, you know what? I should bookmark this. Bookmark. Ha! I just bookmarked that chart. Thank you, Bitcoin Census. It's a good chart. Do I ride motorcycles? I do not, Nigel. Part of the reason is because I think I would probably be a very good rider. I'd be great. It's all the other idiots on the street that I don't trust. I like my car. I like the protection I have. It's the other idiots out there who are not paying attention. They're all on their phone or doing whatever, and they don't see you. I'm not taking that chance. So I'm probably missing out on some fun. I get it, but yeah. Ramon, picking up some more Doge. Bill, I have not gotten your email. I don't know. I checked my spam. I don't know. Are you sending it to the right place? Use a different account. Try a different account. Yes, Charlotte. Doge goes to all-time high and people be like, Kriss never told us to buy. Hashtag blame Kriss. Exactly. Story of my life. All is good. Yeah, the doing nothing thing, that was yesterday, Matt. Yep. Doing nothing. Yeah, if you got into a token and you feel you exited early, but you made a profit, but you feel you exited early, don't buy it back in at a higher price. Usually not worth it, because then you might actually be buying the top and then you become a bag holder. That is true. You miss your Cybertruck, Ramon? Aw. Yeah. Patience will reward you. Yeah. Proof of work. That's what it's all about, Pedro. Those other memes don't have proof of work, only Doge. And I will be doing a series on mining coming up. Buy only on the biggest green candle. That's what everybody shows up. I mean, I was here 2 years ago with like 20, 30 people in the chat. We were buying. The bottom of the bear market, we were buying. That's when money was being made. You're going to get your Cybertruck back on Friday. Can't wait to see it. Oh, you don't think it's topped yet. You're just saying if it has. I got you, Con. Yeah, I think so. Oz too. The labor numbers, the inflation numbers, who knows what to believe. DC Bundles bought a cold wallet. Awesome. This is my Ledger cold wallet. Highly recommended for storing crypto, safe, secure. If anybody's interested, I do have a link in the description below for Ledger. This is what I use. This is the Ledger Nano S Plus. Next time there's a big sale going on, I will let you know. All right, Kriss likes Ferraris. You flipped a motorcycle once? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Literally, don't worry about your entry. Anything sub 20 cents is a winner. Yep. Yep, Kriss, that is exactly why I do not ride motorcycles. Idiot driver. Somebody else. I'm not taking that risk. But hey, that's just me. I'm happy for you guys that ride motorcycles. Enjoy it. Just be careful. That's all. Can Mew do what Pengu is doing? No. Pengu has its own whole ecosystem that is NFTs, totally embraced by the Asians big time. I don't think Mew has that kind of identity that it will be embraced like that. So no. Well, thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Yeah, BTOG. I don't know where a good number is to buy, Bruce. I don't. If it goes below 30 cents, I mean, history shows that that company in all of their previous endeavors has not done well. It has not been successful. So this whole thing on Dogecoin, I don't know. I mean, they're not MicroStrategy, okay? They're not. So I'm still hesitant about them. Can you make money on it? Maybe. I mean, we saw it did spike up almost to $1 based on that news. But now we got to see it actually happen. And I don't know yet. Bonk, Dogecoin, Pepe, more XLM. Well, people who bought Doge, up above 60 cents back in 2021 were just hopping on the green candles at the end, right, of the big hype, getting in late. And if they haven't sold by now, they're still bag holders. But that happens. Yeah, I can't wait to start mining, Matt. I am going to mine Dogecoin. They do it 4 times a day. Interesting. Do you set that, or does the pool set that? I imagine you're with a mining pool. So they have a thing where they tell you how often they're going to transfer coins to you. I would have figured it was just like once a day. Hambone, why is everyone speculating Doge is going up in the fall? For all of the reasons I've been talking about for the past 6 months, or 7 months now. It's not a one sentence answer. Plus, the first 15 minutes of this live stream, I talked about a whole bunch of stuff going on with Dogecoin. So you got to watch that too. Then you can do your research on 4-year cycles. You can do research on patterns, all of that. So you got to do a little work, Hambo. Don't just ask a question, but do a little research. The House of Dogecoin. DC Bundles, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a fine day. I am here. Trump is using the tariffs. Well, I called it like 6 months ago, I called it a big stick. Tariffs is a big stick that Trump is using to bash other companies with, or other countries with. It will benefit the USA long term. So, yeah. Riding motorcycles in Boston is a crazy experience that people here drive like they're in a car chase. I couldn't have said it better. Now, if I said that, right, Boston has the worst drivers, it'd be like, oh, you don't know. You haven't been to New York. You haven't been, because I live here in Boston. I do see it. But somebody else is saying it too. So. Another double bottom could be. Right now, we're just kind of hanging sideways at the moment, right here, 19.8 to 19.9. I think the bullish IPO at that $28 to $30 price target is like most likely way too high for what they do. It's way too high. They're not like Circle, but even Circle is coming back. Circle just, anybody who bought Circle over $200 was just chasing the price instead of actually looking at the company and what they do. Bullish might have a little pump right at the beginning, but I don't see that. I don't see Bullish doing what Circle did. If you want to throw a few bucks at it, sure, right? Buy a few shares. Don't go crazy. Bill, I got you. Dude, Just showed up. I got you. Your email lives. I got you, dude. All right, you'll be getting your Doge. They were betting on the SNL skit to pump it even higher. Yep, that's what was going on back in 2021. It was all Elon overhype. We will be doing a whole series on mining Dogecoin coming up later this month, Stickman. And I'm looking into home mining with a single miner. That's what I'm starting with, CJ. That's the plan. You set how many coins you want, and then it transfers every time you meet that amount of coins. All right. All right. That's cool, Matt. Yeah, I'm learning too. We're all learning, and we'll learn together. It's going to be later in August, though. I'm really busy right now. We will get there. This time around, I'm not so sure the buying will be as strong as previous cycles. And that's what I've been saying is in this cycle, I don't think we're going to get the same kind of trading of Dogecoin just based on hype alone. Although, I mean, last November, that whole Elon Department of Government Efficiency Doge thing, there was a lot of hype there. And Doge traded up quite a bit. So yeah. But yeah. DCA every day. Some people do. Some people buy every day. Some people buy once a week, once a month. Yep. Yeah, Con, you moved to Dubai and like you're missing out. No seasons, right? No seasons. You're getting 30 coins 4 times a day? You must have quite a mining setup. KrissPax me. Hey, I had a really good me that did look like me that I used on Mario Kart. It was pretty good. We were all into like customizing all the little facial features, getting the eyes just right and the eyebrows and all that. It was a good me. It was. Hambone's got diamond hands. Pax mining. We call it Pax mining. I like that. Pax mining. Once the cursed first week of August is over, people will start buying again. I know, right? First week of August, every year. Peak. I haven't looked at it today. Is it still 6 cents? Is it still 6 cents? Oh, 5.9. Ouch. Oh. Down 8% today. Stupid peak. Thank you, Jay. You made my day. Not. Oh. It's bad. Oh, well. Again, just hold it and see what happens. You're buying the bullish IPO for the first 2 days and then sell. Good luck. I think there's a lot of people are going to be thinking that, but it could just dump right at the start. Be careful. I appreciate those that bought Circle over 200. They helped me get out. Good for you, Isaac. Oh. You used a different email? Yeah, something about that other email never came through, but we got you, Bill. We got you. Would I buy Peak? I already bought Peak. I bought Peak a lot higher than the price is now. I don't know what it's going to do. The bearish red Heiken Ashi candle just printed. Wow, Jodito. The Heiken Ashi candle. That sounds like something Ali would point to on one of his charts. How high will Doge be at the end of the year, Bitcoin Geek? It'll be right there. That's where it's going to be. Right there. Bonk got a little bit harder than Doge. Looks like a great time to buy. Don't own any Bonk. Yeah, Bonk is very volatile right now. It's going up big, goes back down big. Very volatile. We're just going sideways right now. The heat maps aren't a big thing. Good morning, Anthony. Hoping we break 20 cents tonight. That'd be good. Well, Pepito, that's what I'm asking you guys. Should I stop ghosting Annie? Right now, the no's are winning. The no's are winning. So Annie is just going to stay tucked away. Mm-hmm. 1 year ago, we had that carry trade crash. Remember that from the Japanese yen, and they actually raised their interest rate? This year, it's tariffs. Exactly. It's always something. Oh, and there's always somebody. There's always somebody like this guy. So glad I sold at the top. What are you talking about, man? So glad I sold at the top. We'll re-enter soon. Yeah, good luck. Christoph is back. Did New Jersey hear me? Oh. Hello, Nessie. How are you? I know, Anthony, right? All you guys want to hear is up or down, and I'm talking about the actual utility, the stuff being built for Dogecoin. And you guys are like, yeah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I just want to know when the price is going up. So I gave you this chart. This chart is it. RR is going to bail out on the giveaway. Need to get to sleep early. All right. At this point, I forgot what Annie did, but I still voted no. Annie stays in a timeout. Yep. She does. Who's Annie? Annie's my girlfriend. Why is she ghosted? Because she keeps just repeating herself over and over and over again. It was giving me a headache. I wanted her to just get to the point, and she wouldn't get to the point. She kept just repeating herself over and over, and I'm just like, oh, I can't deal with this. So I turned her off. Yeah, exactly. Which top? And he became obsessed with Kriss in an unhealthy way. Exactly. Yeah. Annie is Chris's other love affair. Oh, man. The newer generation doesn't drink. They just play with robots. Everybody's on their phones now. It's just like, I'm going to sound old like a boomer now. Oh, it's not like the good old days when people actually went places and like interacted and talked with each other. Now everybody's got their phones out. Yeah, exactly, Nigel. That AI was made very well, exactly like a female. Well, now there's the male, right? There's the Valentine guy. So you can go and you can hang out with the Valentine guy. He's probably a typical male. I don't know. You bought Doge too early? 21.6 isn't bad. We'll be back up there. I turned her off as in like I haven't gone back into the Grok app yet because I don't want to hear what Annie has to say to me. So I haven't turned it on. Thank you, Ryan. They're making TikTok videos, constantly taking selfies. Yeah, it bothers me too. It's just like people used to actually go and engage in conversation and talk about life and things. And Valentine does speak French. Yes. Was that a sexy sounding French voice though, or was it just eh? Oh. All right. Well, first things first. Giveaway time. Yes. For those that have held out and put up with my rant. See, we need some green candles on the Doge chart. And the best way to get green candles is to give away some Doge. This is our 5th day. For those that haven't been here, this is our 5th consecutive day giving away Dogecoin. And we've been giving away Dogecoin off and on over the past 5 months. But today, we're in the 5th day of 10 consecutive days of giving away Dogecoin. So to be entered in the giveaway, first, you got to be here. Second, you have to type the word Dogecoin in the chat. Type the word Dogecoin in the chat and you will be entered in today's giveaway. If you typed it in yesterday, it doesn't carry over. We're going to do 3 drawings. We're going to give away 33 Dogecoin in each of those 3 drawings. If you are a winner, you need to be willing and able to send me an email with your Dogecoin wallet address because I need to know where to send the Doge if you win. We don't put Dogecoin wallets in the chat. So you got to send me an email. And then tonight, I will send out the Dogecoin. So we do 3 draws. Each draw, there's a winner. If your name shows up, you get the confetti and all that woohoo, right? Everybody says congrats. You got to be here and you got to put in the chat, yay, I won. You got to recognize that you actually were selected. And then you decide whether you want the Dogecoin or maybe you're feeling generous. You've won before. You want to give somebody else a chance, like our friend Ryan, who hasn't won yet. And you say pass it on. And if you say pass it on, that means we respin. You only have to type Dogecoin in the chat once. If you type it in multiple times, you still only get 1 entry. The giveaway tool is smarter. It knows somebody's spamming the chat. You still only get 1 entry. And then once we have the first drawing, you are also still entered in the second and third drawings. You don't have to type Dogecoin again. So those are the rules. Are we ready to go? I think we are. So let's go for the first giveaway here. The party is just getting started. Yes, Demi? Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. Let's go. Draw number one. Who is going to win the Dogecoin today? Alexander. Alexander is the winner of the... Hey, you just said good luck, and then your name comes up. See? Good vibes there, Mr. Alexander. Good vibes. Woohoo, exactly. 58. Oopsies, oopsies. Give away 58. You're welcome, Alexander. I will put my email address up on the screen once we're done with the 3 drawings, okay? Just as a reminder for them, those who haven't. All right, there's our first winner, Alexander. The second one is going to be who? Let's draw. Number 2. Drawing number 2. MG. MG. Winner. Drawing number 2. MG. Yeah, Rob, that's okay. Annie's going to stay ghosted. Congrats, MG. Yeah, I see a little green candle there, Christoph. I see a little green candle. We're doing only good every day. Awesome. All right, MG. Again, you'll have to send me an email. Again, I don't have the old emails. Good luck for the last draw. Indeed. Drawing number 3 for 33 Dogecoin. Let's go. 3rd time's the charm. We'll see, music. Saw Ryan's name come up. It wasn't Ryan. Sorry, dude. Yet again. Steven. Lazarevich. Steven, congrats. You are the next winner on The Price is Right. Woohoo! All right, we got 3 winners. We got 3 acceptances. 3 winners, 3 acceptances. For those that won, you need to send me an email. Where did my thing go? Huh. Closed it out. I closed it out. Rigged, totally. So here's my email, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. Send me an email just for the 3 winners. If you aren't one of them, don't send me an email. Don't send me your Doge wallet. I'll ignore you. But for those 3, send me the email, include your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address, and I'll send you the Doge tonight. Congrats to all. And look at that. Green candle coming up. That's how it works. We're doing only good every day. And Dogecoin responds with a green candle. So. Paxcat the King did not win. No shrimps. No nothing, exactly. He's not even in here. I don't know what he's doing. He's ghosting me. Pax Cat is ghosting me. I'm being ghosted by my cat. Exactly, music. The Doge gods. We know we are doing good things. Peace out, Con. See you. Blocked. The cat. Blocked. Ugh. Well, I gave him all his dry food this morning, so it's a full bowl of dry food, which he likes. Not going to lie, he does like the food. He keeps eating it. Pax Cat is entertaining Annie. It's a lie. Oh, gosh. Now, I learned a long time ago, previous cats don't do the wet food. You don't do, no, you don't get into that whole thing. Just, you do the bowl of dry food, you fill it up, and he just eats whenever. And they're always healthy, and they're always lean. They don't get fat or chubby. They take care of themselves. That's how you raise a healthy cat. As soon as you start going into the canned foods, the wet foods, I wish I was chubby. Poor, oh, Christoph, come on. Are you in on this too now? Oh my God. Yeah, let's get back to the things at hand here. Let's go. CJ, if we break 20 cents or keep falling, I don't see that. Hopefully it'll be a soft first week of August. This might be it. I mean, we're just kind of going sideways here, right in this range right now. So 20 cents is a short-term resistance here. And yeah, and Bitcoin at 114, same thing. 114 is the line, and Bitcoin can't get past it right now. So short-term, just some short-term weakness, but it's everything else. I mean, pick a coin, right? We were looking at XRP earlier. XRP is actually kind of drooping down a little bit. VeChain, sideways. Hedera, drooping down a little. Cardano, sideways. Solana. So it's all of it. It's everything. So don't sleep on Doge. You got it. Ramon, 31 cents. You think so? One cat, Alexander. The Pax Cat is a solo cat. Right? I've never seen a lean cat on wet food. Exactly. Just let him graze. He eats when he's hungry, whenever, and he just picks at it a little bit. Never eats too much. Totally healthy. Zooms around the house. Gets the zoomies. Hi, Martin. How are you? Yep, Isaac. Just missed the drawing. We just completed. We were 3 for 3 today. 3 for 3. Guys are battling over crowns again. The crowns. My wife would argue that hard food isn't good for Pax Cat. The vet told her to only feed the cat wet food. Well, do you know why the vet does that? Because the wet cat food causes problems for cats. So you end up having to bring your cat back to the vet over and over and over again. and the vet makes more money off of you. Tell her that. She won't like that. Your wife won't like to hear that, James. I've had lots of cats. Dry food only. Perfectly healthy. Perfectly healthy. It's that wet food that messes them up. And you start taking them to the vet for this problem and that problem and the other problem. And the vet, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So. We had a dog. Our lovable dog passed away a couple of years ago at age 13. Awesome dog, best dog in the world ever. But we're planning on doing a lot of traveling coming up in the years ahead. And we didn't want to be tied down with the dog. So we are not getting a new dog. The cat I'll ship off to Manchester. But the dog, no, we're not getting another dog. Could we see Doge back up to 28 cents this month? Maybe, Miguel. I'm not expecting that for August. If you saw my August price prediction video, I did address that point exactly, where I just don't see that kind of run coming again for Doge that soon. I'm more of the believer in this chart where we're gonna chop around August into September, and then we have the big breakout move. That's what I think is coming. It's a trend. It's what Doge does. What's up, Bull Run? Hi, Ramon. Yeah, stupid Bitcoin. I blame Bitcoin for the red day today. Just stupid things from this morning that Bitcoin just reacted to. You could see that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Martin. Another dry food fan right here, Ramon. You got it. No wet food. Well, your cat is the healthiest, second place to Pax Cat, who is the healthiest cat on the planet, is Pax Cat. Pax Cat is so healthy, he's never even been to the vet. Toothless cats need wet food. True. However, if cats are free to graze on dry food whenever they want, they won't be toothless. Yeah, Mr. T, we won't get into the vax topic, but reminds me I haven't fed my cat in 3 days. The only treat we give Pax Cat is the occasional thinly sliced frozen shrimp, but it's been a little while. Mainly music, dry food for cats, all healthy. It just is what it is. The full moon in a few days, Doge Lincoln. The full moon is coming. Right, I'm tied down to you guys now, but I can take you with when I travel. That's the beauty of the internet. I can take you with. Just bring my laptop along and I have you all along for the ride. Hey, MG, and congrats again. Oh. Exactly. Yeah, if my mom didn't feed me, I'd be upset too. I've got some Pokemon cards, Nismo. I just don't know where they are. low roller scratcher was trying to get me to go find them, and I looked in the most obvious places, but we still have a lot of boxes we never unpacked from the move, and they're tucked away somewhere. I know we have them. I don't know where they are. You'll take second place, of course, because PaxCat number one, as PaxCat the King says right here, healthiest. Yeah, the scratching thing, CJ, I get that. That's when you got to teach them. You got to teach them. And you have to trim the nails too. I do trim the cat's nails. Hey, Russ, you're down in where? How are you? Meet at a Dunkin'? You know, I created a Dogecoin user group, Boston area Dogecoin user group, and we might do something out of that. I haven't really been active on it, but maybe. Let's go. Cat food Slim Jim looking things. Yeah. Hey, FaceTat, Dogecoin ETF. Ah, have I got the chart for you? Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Bingo. There is a 90% chance that Dogecoin's ETF will start on or before October 17th. So yes, October 17th, right there. And this is according to the top Bloomberg analysts, Jay Safe and Eric Balkunis. They put these charts together. This hasn't been updated in a little while, but still October 17th, 90% chance, Dogecoin ETF. So there you go. My next door lawnmower man has 5 customers scheduled for today, while I will be sitting here watching grass grow, holding my 33 Doge. Oh, pika pika. I know. I gotta go look. I do have to go scrummaging through those other boxes and see if I can find them. They were the kids from years ago. I don't know if there's any. I mean, they're probably not in like market grade, whatever the top grade is, because they're not in little plastic sleeves and they're all just stacked somewhere. I know. I had a PopCat post I made on X today, right here. If PopCat makes this kind of move in the fall, I will be stuck feeding PaxCat frozen shrimps forever. This guy did this chart of PopCat like going crazy this fall. I'm just like, oh no, PopCat. Yeah, we're all going to travel together, Monica. Whenever I go on a vacation, we all go together. Just played the live in my car. My wife also respectfully disagrees about the hard food theory. Had a lot of cats over the years. Learned to not feed them with wet food. The very expensive way. The very expensive way. Now it's just dry, 100% healthy. Where do I think Doge could go this year? Ah, Martin, you haven't seen my 2025 Dogecoin price prediction video, which is still in play, of which I said back in January, fall 2025 is when the big run hits. And more people are slowly coming around to that idea, fall 2025. but I was there first. Our whole commute was cat talk. Oh, God. That's funny. Stickman, going sober. I actually stopped drinking the beginning of the summer. Not like any like big thing of like forever, but at least at home. Now, when I go out for a meal, which we do about once a week, I might have a little drink. Or, I went to an awards dinner last week or the week before. And they were serving. So, yeah, they had some Sapporos. I was like, yeah, I'll have a Sapporo. But at home, no. Actually, I did drink a Jack and Coke, didn't I? That was like a month ago. If anything happens with Doge, blame Kriss. Yeah, just get the spelling right, Martin. Just get the spelling right. No CHs in my name. Staying positive. Steven thinks a big deep green day tomorrow. That's because you're going to be 33 Dogecoin richer, right? 33 Dogecoin. Stalemate on Doge. You haven't been watching me click on higher lows? Higher lows? Higher lows, Anthony. I'm working on the miner. Just been a little busy right now, but in a couple weeks, we will have that figured out. DB's in the house. Nope, don't have an alcohol problem. It was more just staying healthy for the summer, especially. Harder to do when you're drinking more often. So. Happy with the little group here, Ramon? Yep. We have a lot of fun. Thank you, though, for that. The 33 Dogecoin. I mean, Anthony keeps talking about his 33 Dogecoin, but that's after he sold the previous Dogecoin that he had won. He sold them, and then he wins again. And I said, I'm only sending it to you if you keep them. So anytime Anthony, you see him talk about his 33 Doge, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. I'm ending the poll. Annie is going to stay ghosted. It was close, 42 to 39. It was so close. But Annie will stay ghosted. I don't see a 20% dip from here. Nope. This guy sees a little dip here, but I don't. In fact, it looks close to like 16 cents, but I don't see that. I think we had our dip. We went from 28 all the way to 18.95. That was our dip. Right there. 18.95, Saturday. That was our dip. But I could be wrong. Poor Annie. I know. Staying ghosted. She really was giving me a headache. She really was. I was just like, come on. Oh. Drinking isn't good for health. Just a little bit every now and then. Just social situations. That's it. No, Doge can go on a FOMO buying event without having a big negative thing. Last November, it was Trump wins the presidency. Elon's going to do this Department of Government Efficiency thing named Doge after Dogecoin, all of that hype. There was no COVID event crash like that to create that. It was a good thing. BTC looks weak, you think? I don't think Bitcoin's that weak where it's going to drop down to like 100K. Nessie wants to see the heat maps. We can do that. Right now, most of the current, there's not a lot of liquidations going on, but most of them are red, which means shorts. Shorts. But yeah, we're just going sideways now, so there's not going to be a lot on the heat map to see. Actually, Bitcoin has been trending a little bit upwards, so might take out shorts. Longs down here at 112. Current Bitcoin price is 113.8. It got as low as 112.6 this morning. So 112. But a lot of shorts up there. A lot of shorts to take out. And let's take a look at Dogecoin. Yeah, Dogecoin dropped down this morning, took out $3 million and $2 million. It's like almost $6 million of leveraged long trades this morning. Got taken out by that dip. Got some new shorts coming in. Got to get about 20.3, 20.4, and then more up here at 20.7, 20.8. New shorts. Just trying to recover to 20 cents right now. Looks like you're holding then. My 33 Doge is going to be my lucky Doge. You're not selling. Going to keep that 33 Doge. I don't know if they're going to do stimmy checks. The CNBC guys tried to ask Trump again about checks, like for tariffs, and Trump didn't answer. He then went on this whole thing about tariffs and didn't really answer the question about checks. But there had been some talk about like spreading tariff money with low to middle income people in the US. And it's like Trump ignored it this morning. So I don't think that's happening. Yeah, I'm not bringing out Annie, David. Maybe someday in the future. Options, I did last week an August price prediction video. Look for it on my channel. Just go into my channel on YouTube, click videos, and look at the August Dogecoin price prediction video right there. You can watch that. All right. Well, Anthony, see, that's the thing about technical analysis. Nothing actually needs to happen. Nothing needs to happen. You don't need bullish divergence on an RSI for price to go up. That's where I differ with the TA group. Although those CME gaps tend to get filled. that one I'm starting to get sold on. Although there have been CME gaps in the past, which were never filled. Bull run is bullish. Bitcoin is going to pump to 130K soon. Sailor said winter isn't coming back. I kind of agree with him. Trump never had the authority to fire Powell. I think he was pressuring him to resign, but he doesn't have the authority. Cheaper fuel, that is still coming. Drill, baby, drill, right? Drill, baby, drill. The fuel is also already pretty cheap. I think I just paid $2.49. Yeah, $2.49. I do not know what is going on with Robinhood and the way they calculate average cost. I got an email from them stating that they were changing the way they did the figures. I don't know what that means. Now, if you have been keeping track of your buys on your own spreadsheets, then you know exactly what your average cost is. And I would believe that over whatever an exchange tells you. So I keep all of my purchases and sales on my spreadsheets. Here's an example right here. This is Dogecoin from 2023. These were all the purchases I made of Dogecoin in 2023 from July through October. Bought 75,368 Doge at a total of $4,600, and my average price is 0.06176 because it's all on my spreadsheet. I'll believe this any day over what an exchange tells you. I also have this set up where I can always put in the current price. Let's say 0.1989, and it tells me that from 4,600, this Doge is now worth $14,990, which is a profit of $10,300, which is a 322% gain, all right here on the spreadsheet. That's why I do spreadsheets. And I know it's a pain to put all of them in, but this is what I do. So I know. And if I ever get audited, I'll just ask the IRS guy will come to the door, knock on the door. Hey, Kriss, we're gonna audit. I say, yeah, come on in. Would you like some coffee? Let me make you some coffee. And let me show you my spreadsheets. And as soon as he sees the spreadsheets, he'll be like, okay, you're good. So that's what I do. Good night, Charlotte. Christoph feels like Charlotte's cat starving because she hasn't fed the cat in 3 days. As Nick says, if you're in the US, you should have a spreadsheet. Exactly, Nick. I couldn't have said it better. You should have a spreadsheet. And then once it's all there on paper, right on your spreadsheet, then you can do all kinds of calculations of gains and losses. And again, the end of the year in December, we will have the epic crypto tax live stream. And we'll talk about all of this stuff, whether you want to do tax loss harvesting and how you can best prepare to close out the calendar year 2025 to take advantage of taxes. So I usually do that right around the middle of December. We have that live stream. So we will do it again this year. It's very popular. But you got to know what you bought. You got to know what you bought. So Anthony, do you know how Michael Saylor makes money on Bitcoin without selling it? He's borrowing against it. It is now a reserve. and he's borrowing against the Bitcoin. Personally, I think that's all of the strategy, MicroStrategy Bitcoin. And I think he has a chunk of Bitcoin that is his private stash. And he's probably selling some of that. I'll bet he has sold some of that to pay for his. He's got a place in Miami. He's got a place in Washington, D.C. Those are the two that I know of. Wouldn't be surprised if he had something else. So. Yeah, I used to buy Dogecoin live during live streams. All of this Dogecoin here, back in 2023, this was all bought live. You can go back on my channel. All of those live streams are there, and you can see me actually buying Dogecoin for 6 cents from 2 years ago, live on Coinbase. I did that. And I also took suggestions for other coins to buy, like Jasmy and Bitcoin and XRP. Yes, even bought some XRP because someone in the chat said, Kriss, you should buy some XRP. And I said, I don't like XRP. And they said, Kriss, for this portfolio, you should buy some XRP. Look, we got some XRP for 49 cents right here. 49-cent XRP back in September of 2023. We were buying 49-cent XRP. Chadwick, I bought Doge last week. And I even posted it on my channel, on my X account. So quit spreading FUD that you don't know about. I showed the receipt. I posted it on my X account. Don't be a jerk, man. Just don't be a jerk. It's best to live in a state that doesn't have capital gains tax. Yeah, well, Anthony, I'm stuck in Massachusetts because this is where my family and friends are, so I pay the tax. That's the way it is. Yeah, you borrow versus the value. That's what Sailor's doing. I don't follow Polkadot. It's fine, Yar. Polkadot will just follow the overall crypto market. October 17th. When does Dogecoin rally? October 17th. And we'll hit $1 on October 20th. Wink, wink, nod, nod. October 20th. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that, Monica. No capital gains tax on U.S. crypto. They're not talking about that anymore. So right now they're just talking about purchases under $600. And then I heard another number being thrown out, like $300. So nothing decided on that yet. They're still working on all their precious stablecoin regulation. Yeah, I think Sailor, I think he's got his private stash of Bitcoin. Nathan, you think he has about 17,000 Bitcoin? I don't know if that's public information or not. Yeah, Armando, we're going to go this far. We're going to go this far on this bull run. Daniel, I don't know what AMP-X is. I know what the old AMP is, and it pretty much got delisted from most exchanges. That's not good. The old bait and switch. Yeah, Trump is good at that. I think he's good at that. I didn't take the L on peak yet. That's one of those I will be looking at this fall for possible tax loss harvesting. If I feel like it's to my advantage to sell it for the loss and trim down some of my profits, I may do that. I may do that. Hodl my beer. Nice name. Everything's good. I mean, we could at least have Dogecoin back over 20 cents. I'd like that right now. It's just kind of futzing around here in the 1980s. 1980s. That was a good decade, wasn't it? 1980s. Some of you weren't born yet. 1980s was a good decade. And that's where Doge is right now. 1985. 1985. What's the news? We're going back in time to 1985. The first 15 minutes I went over everything that's going on with Dogecoin right now. From Doge OS, MyDoge, House of Doge, BitOrigin, the Dogecoin Foundation. I covered all of that in the first 15 minutes of the live stream. So once the stream is over, you can go back and rewatch that. Back to the Future. Yes. 1980s. Jake, most crypto is following the global M2 on some 77 to 100-day delay. I think it's coincidence more than anything else. Why would there be a delay? It just, the charts are kind of lining up. They didn't in the past. They are now. People are making a big deal of it, but that's what I think. You weren't born yet? 1985. Right, let's do this till October. And then once we get there, I don't know how high it's going to be, but if this starts happening, again, this big kind of thing like we had back in November, we are going to be talking about taking profits. Yes, taking little slices of profits. Oh, no, you can't sell your Dogecoin. Well, you don't have to sell all of it, maybe part of it, just some life chips, as Raul Paul says. Get some life chips, just a little bit. It's the wise thing to do. Back to the Future, 1985. Saw your analyst alert on MarketWatch. Was I on MarketWatch, Jake? Was I on MarketWatch? What is that? Is it MarketWatch? Am I on MarketWatch? Probably on a crypto page, right? Yeah, I'm not going to subscribe. I don't need premium. You got to go to crypto. How do I get to crypto? Maybe I'll just search under Dogecoin. See if that can come up. Maybe I'm in part of one of these articles. Could be. I don't see it off the top. Oh, Trading View. Oh, okay. I was like, MarketWatch, that'd be cool. I know, Goose. I get there eventually. Roadhouse. Kurt Russell. That was a fun movie. You can't take movies like that too seriously. But in the 1980s, they made a lot of great movies. They were just fun. Who cares how kind of stupid they were? But that was one. Roadhouse. Yep. The 1980s. All right, gang. Hey, this is where we are, right in 1985. That's the current price. That's where we end it for today. Oh, it's Swayze. That wasn't a Kurt Russell one. That was a Patrick Swayze. Thank you for correcting me there, DB. Kurt Russell was in another one that was just like that, though, probably, if I remember. Anyway, not important. Dogecoin, 1985. That's where we are for tonight. Hey, guess what happens tomorrow, Wednesday? Another Dogecoin giveaway live on KrissPax, live here. So come back tomorrow. Maybe you'll win some Doge. And we'll see where the Dogecoin price is. But for now, I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.